The sales pitch has begun for the federal budget tabled yesterday. But however Prime Minister Mark Carney frames it, it'll be a hard sell for some. Canada's finance minister tabled the fiscal plan in the House of Commons yesterday, one that the Liberals are calling an investment budget, which includes $90 billion of net new spending. However, the costly financial commitments come with plenty of cuts and a deficit that ballooned to nearly twice what was expected. Jason Gaidola joins us live in studio with the latest. Good evening, Jason.
Good evening there, Manisa. After a Tory MP crossed the floor to the Liberals, at least two more opposition members will need convincing to vote in favour of the federal budget. Meanwhile, Ontario's government, unions and a few financial analysts have raised concerns about the Liberals' fiscal plan.
Our task is simple, but it's profound: to turn plans into projects, to turn projects into careers, and to turn careers into prosperity, Mr. Speaker. That's what we are committed to do.
Inside the House of Commons yesterday, Canada's finance minister and the Liberal government laid out its pathway to adapt to a rapidly changing economic landscape. A federal budget with a ballooning deficit, but also a bet on $1 trillion worth of public and private investment over 5 years.
Now is not the time to be cautious because fortune favors the bold. It is a time to get big things done for Canadians and get them done fast.
During a post-budget press conference in Ottawa today, Prime Minister Mark Carney began his sales pitch and defended his government's ambitious financial plan to reboot Canada's economy, one that carries a price tag of nearly $90 billion in net new spending over 5 years. The budget also comes with a $78 billion total deficit in the coming year, nearly twice the size the Liberals forecasted a year ago.
We have the best balance sheet in the G7. We have one of the best in the OECD, so the 30 countries of the OECD. Any deficit financing is for the investment that is going to grow this economy. And that's the amount that leads to that $1 trillion of overall investment.
Carney pushed back against fiscal critics today over his approach to attract new investment, but some say the Liberals' budget contains repurposed money.
And a lot of the infrastructure money that they referred to was already previously announced. It's very difficult in the budget document to determine what's new and what's a repackaging and what was there before. But if I step back from that and you look at really a crisis that's facing the Canadian economy, we layered onto that, we have our ongoing problem of very weak productivity growth, and now we have probably a loss of relatively free access to the U.S. market.
Meanwhile, the Carney government is touting more than $50 billion in cuts and savings, which includes eliminating some funds for foreign aid and slashing up to 40,000 public service jobs.
The budget really reads like austerity, and Canada's unions refuse to let workers pay the price. The government wants to cut tens of thousands of public service jobs. This will mean longer EI waits, slower passports, fewer safety inspections, food inspections, delays for seniors and families.
At Queen's Park in Toronto, the Ford government were also taken aback by the Prime Minister's fiscal approach, adding that it was, quote, less transformational and more tinkering. They also say it doesn't align with some of Ontario's plans.
Also on the nation-building side, we did not see a commitment to some of our priorities, which is large-scale nuclear, the Ring of Fire, the 401 tunneling. These things are really important to creating jobs, getting shovels in the ground, moving our province forward, not just for the next 12 months, but for the next 20, 50 years.
Moving ahead, the minority Liberals will need to secure support from outside its caucus in order to pass the budget, one that the Bloc Québécois and the Conservative Party say they will not support unless there are changes.
This budget, with its record deficit outside of COVID, is a deficit twice as the size of the one Trudeau left behind, and $16 billion bigger than the Prime Minister promised. It has, in this spending, $5,400 of extra costs for every family.
The Liberal government will now need 2 additional votes in order to pass the budget and avoid a winter election. A confidence vote on the fiscal plan is expected later this month.